Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Incredibly amazing, inspiring ladies and gentlemen joining me from across the globe. It's been a while. It looks a bit like, okay, I think it's fine. It looks a bit dim for some reason. I'm going to leave this up just so you can see me well. I don't want to be bending down. Super. Much better and clearer. I think my eyes were looking a bit like tired. How are you all doing? This is to wish you a truly glorious, wonderful, blessed, and blissful month of March. I cannot believe 2 months have already gone by. 2 months in 2024. It seems like 2024 just started yesterday, and we are here in the month of March, the 1st of March 2024. I said I must do this live today. I've been planning to do lives. You didn't see me during the wonderful Valentine's Day, in fact the day of love, and I am really a lover girl. I was supposed to stop by, wish you all the best, but I'm very sure and confident you had an incredible blessed month of February. And of course, every month is the month of love. Okay, we are love. We are epitomes of love, so we need to express love daily, every single day. Thank you for joining me. It's been a while, and I said I cannot let this day go by without stopping by. I was supposed to stop by yesterday, the last month of February, but believe me, my schedule has been super hectic. I want to believe it's the same for you. So how are you going? How are you doing? How is 2024 unfolding for you? Those goals that I believe you set at the beginning of the year, at the beginning of 2024, are you on track, with all your goals, on accomplishing all your goals? Are you almost there, or are you very far away from the reality? Well, but I just came to encourage you, to inspire you to actually keep going, keep the faith, remain persistent, remain unwavering in your pursuit, in the journey to pursuing your dreams, your goals, and vision for 2024. While you're on this journey, do not quit, do not give up, do not relent, stay on track, keep the same pace. If there's anything, go faster, increase your pace, and don't slow back. But of course, if you need to rest, please do take some time and rest. It's paramount that we take care of this vehicle, which is actually the vehicle that we need to be able to go through this journey in life to accomplish our dreams, our visions, and life purposes. So it's paramount that we stop and rest when we need that break. Fabulous. So for those of you who have maybe not accomplished anything yet, you are still far away from accomplishing even one goal, I just want to take this opportunity as well to celebrate you, to actually inspire you or remind you that the fact that you are still alive today, the fact that you are still hopeful, the fact that you still have these dreams, do not give up on them. Do not see yourself as a failure. Do not be hard on yourself, okay? Every new day, today's a new day, a brand new month. It's a new opportunity. It's a completely new field and terrain for you to start all over again. It's an opportunity to let go of yesterday, let go of the past, let go of what has not happened in January and February, and be focused in the now, in the present, which is a gift to you and me, so we can live fully and actually experience the best of life, fulfilling our highest or greatest potential with each new day. So if you are that person who has not accomplished most of the things you set out to do in today's world, the hectic schedule, busy schedule, we almost live our lives in the public eye. Some of us may be tempted to lose track because you are looking at other people's progress and achievements, and you may be tempted to lose track thinking you have not accomplished anything, or you have a long way to go, or you are a failure. Please do not compare yourself with others. Please stop looking at others and their progress, okay? You are unique. Your journey is unique and bespoke to you. Focus on your journey. Focus on your lane. We are all running the race of life. Focus on your lane. You are unique. You are sent here for a unique and distinctive purpose. Don't look at me. If I'm the eyes, I'm seeing and bringing light to this body. You might just be the nose. You are not called to see and bring light to this body. You are called to breathe. While Paul may just be the mouth. You are not called to breathe or to see. So it's paramount that you know that you are a unique and you are a unique individual and a masterpiece. You set your goals to be in alignment with your life purpose, with who you are, your greatest strengths, your passions, your gifts, and your talents. And you are not comparing yourselves with others. You are not looking to measure your success based on the success of others, okay? You might be inspired by others, by myself and so many other incredible people out there to do better, to thrive for higher, to set high standards. But it's not about competing. It's not about wanting to beat that person, beat me, or to outbeat me, outperform. Absolutely no. My journey is unique. Your journey is unique. So I want us to embrace this month with great optimism, with hope, unwavering determination and confidence. Have faith, still have faith in yourself, your belief. Above all, if you are working in alignment with your purpose, in fact, purpose comes from a creator of a thing, a manufacturer of a thing. I profoundly believe, if you know me by now, we are all created by a divine God, the one and only Almighty God. And He created each one of us for a unique purpose. And that defines why we are here and determines why we are here. If any goal you have set for yourself is in alignment with that divine purpose for your life, believe me, you cannot fail. There is absolutely no failure because you are already empowered. You are already granted what it takes, the seeds to produce that fruit that you've got to grow and produce. You've already been granted the potential, given the potential, created and endowed with incredible potentials to achieve your highest calling, your life purpose. It's just like an orange seed. I always used to like to give visual examples, okay? An orange seed, I just love to have my fruit. I love fruit, you can see that. This seed did not do anything by its power, its might, to become this beautiful orange that you see. You know, creation, God who created an orange seed, wanted an orange fruit, and hence endowed an orange seed with everything it needs to produce this. He did not endow an orange seed with, let me show you this. Awesome. I like visuals. I've missed you all. I've really missed you all. I've been really, really busy. Let me show you this. Great. I've got my lime. I've got my orange. An orange seed has the potential trapped within it. Once so nurtured in the right environment, it will only become a lemon, not an orange. In other words, the Creator, whom I believe is God Almighty, created this seed and endowed it with everything, the strength it needs to grow and produce limes, while it actually equipped the orange with all the potential, everything it needs to become an orange. So if they are on this race called life, the orange seed has to run its race to produce an orange fruit at the end, while the lemon is running its own race to produce an orange fruit, a lemon fruit. And the thing is, this orange fruit will never eat itself. It's for the benefits of you and me, to serve us with its nutrients, vitamin C's, and every other minerals that it has, so we might thrive and flourish. It's exactly the same for you and me. You can't run my race. Who am I? I might be an orange, you might be a lemon, you might be an apple, you know, just like an eye, nose, mouth, ear. Who are you? Stay on your lane. When you start comparing, imagine an orange, you know, comparing or trying to compete with a lemon, thinking, oh, why is it green and I'm orange? Why is it so small? I'm this big, uncomfortable. I can't fit in so many places, like smaller places why it can fit. Or the lemon is complaining, why is it so big and I can't grow any bigger? Absolutely no. Absolutely no. Stay on track, because these things will only distract us. And the truth is, a lime can never ever become an orange, no matter how hard it tries. We might peel this orange, clothe the lemon with it. That's what some of us do. A lot of us, we put out a facade. We do things, you know, by the activities. It is temporal. That's why we can achieve some success, but we are not capable of replicating. We are not capable of sustaining them, because we have looked at others, maybe the orange running its race and becoming oranges, and the lime wants to be like it. So it starts harvesting or getting the peelings of oranges, adding stuff on itself, so it's as big as an orange. It looks yellow externally, but the truth is deep within, it's not an orange, and it cannot sustain. Because once you've taken it, you sow its seed again, its seed can never produce oranges. So it's paramount that as you actually run this race of life, as you step into the month of March and the months ahead, beloved, do not get into the temptation of competing with others. Like I said, we're in the social media era, we're in the digital era, globalization era. Everybody seems to be living their lives out there, but the truth is, we never see the things that happen behind the scene. You never see the hard work, the sleepless night, the failures, endless failures, before that success is made evident out there. A lot of you, of course, I don't, by the nature of the fact that by nature of the fact that I'm a transformational speaker, inspirational speaker, I never share anything to disempower you. I never share anything to make you low. So while if I'm sharing my challenges, I will often share them when I've overcome them. So I can show you that if I can overcome this, you too can overcome them. I never come and share my challenges with you at the moment when I'm going through, because at that moment I need God and not you and not man to guide me and navigate through those challenges. I know where my source, my inspiration, and my strongest power comes from. So I don't come and share at that moment. But when I have overcome, encountered those challenges, I come and share with you. So what am I saying? A lot of people out there who are thriving, doing exceedingly well, we never really get to see the challenges they go through. And sometimes it's not really meant for them to share with us. Like I said, what's the point telling someone something that they cannot really add any value, maybe even in terms of advice? And you may not even need that from them. You may be capable of resolving that problem. So you don't need someone. It's like you have a cat on your hand and all you need to do is go put some, medication on it and some plaster. You don't need to tell the next person. So a lot of you will not see the failures or the hardships of a lot of successful people out there. And what you see are their successes. And then there is that urge and tendency to want to be like them, to be discontent with what you have, to want to compete and start becoming like them. But honestly, you're going to burn out. You're going to burn out because, like I gave you this example, an orange seed will never struggle. It doesn't burn out in its journey to become an orange fruit. Imagine an orange seed were to become a lime. It will burn out. It will get destroyed. It will never become a lime. The same for the lime and vice versa. It will never become an oranges. When we get really overwhelmed, continuously tired, exhausted, you need to pause and think, are you really working in accordance with your life purpose? Because truly, it's effortless. Yes, there's a place for hard work. There are times when, honestly, if I've got deadlines, my children are all authors. They are constantly starting businesses, especially Latoya, doing this and doing that. So I dedicate a lot of time on my work, on my purpose, supporting my children. So there are times when, honestly, I really, especially towards a deadline, I might sleep like, I think towards the end of February, I had some incredible deadlines. Believe me, I slept every morning like 6 a.m. I work from night. I work so well at night. I'm not the type that wakes up early in the morning at 5. I will sleep. I love my sleep. I'll put my alarm and I keep changing my alarm. So I usually work till very early in the morning. When I'm vision driven, I have a purpose, a goal to achieve. There is no way I sleep. I don't take alcohol. I don't take coffee. I use my natural energy, by doing sports, working and eating healthy, drinking a lot of water. I usually work till very late. Like I said, those last few days, I work and slept at 6:30. I had to wake up at 7:30 to prepare my daughter. So I'm sleeping 1 hour. But of course, I cannot repeat this. It's unhealthy. I will never tell anyone to sleep less because they have to accomplish goals. But there are times in life, come on, these things happen, okay? Depending on your bar, what you've set for yourself, what you have to achieve. If there are deadlines, there are deadlines. I'm sure some of you, if you've taken exams, you can resonate with what I'm saying. I remember back home in Cameroon while I was doing my GCSE, we'll read all night. We'll literally be feeling sleepy, but we'll put our legs in buckets of cold water. How ridiculous. We are still sleeping and we are struggling to read. But if I get tired, I go sleep. I don't read till or work too late when I'm tired because my mind is not, creative. I cannot work at my maximum potential. So there will be that element of hard work. Life needs hard work. It needs consistency. It needs discipline. All right. But hard work does not mean I'm struggling. It comes effortlessly. I'm rounding up I've written about 4 books. I'm just rounding up, reviewing, reading, and editing. I wrote those books effortlessly. They even took me a long time. All of these 4 books, I finished them. Where I am right now, I think I've just added about 2 pages. I did all the writing 2 years ago. Then things came up, my children's book and other things. I did not prioritize them. So to tell you, it's already in the flow because I'm living in accordance with my purpose, God's plan and purpose for my life. I'm delivering the message I was given. I'm endowed and empowered to deliver to you. Everything I do is effortless. Yes, I do put the time. Yes, I do work hard. Yes, I do sleep sometimes late. I do sleep sometimes for 3, 2, 1 hour, but I will make it up, okay? Because sooner or later, the body keeps scores. I'm going to get tired and I will not be able to perform at my maximum potential. But what I'm saying is when you are actually feeling so overwhelmed, tired, weary, angry, and you need to pause and check. You need to pause and check. So, what goals did you set for yourself this year? What goals? Are those goals truly in alignment with your life purpose? Are they in alignment with your heart's desires? When you achieve those goals, will you truly feel accomplished, fulfilled, and satisfied, irrespective of if, irrespective of what of whether anybody out there says congratulations, well done, gives you a trophy or not? Will you feel fulfilled? Because the truth is, the things that we do that are in alignment with our purposes in life, when we do them, we don't do them because we expect reward. We don't even do them because we expect people to say thank you to us. You know, the greatest reward we get is that sense of deep inner fulfillment, peace, and satisfaction, that contentment, that sense of rest, and like, woo, I lived fully on this day. I served fully. If today were my last day, I could go smiling, knowing that I did live to my full potential. That's what we do when we are working in alignment with our purpose. It's not for others. So if those goals that you set for yourself this year, you are not accomplishing them, how do you feel? You're not going to blame yourself. Thank you for joining. Oh, thank you. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the stars. Love you all. And thank you for joining me. The important thing is I want you to communicate with me, okay? I just want you to talk with me. If you have any questions, I was really hoping to come live a lot in February, but believe me, my life, my purpose. Look at me. I think it's better when I come close. I look tired away, but my face is not that tired. You see that? My face is not that tight. You want to know what I use? I'm just shifting away. Have you heard of Pace R? I'll invite you now. Let me see if I can put it there. I'll send it later. To go on www.tasteeye.com. My daughter's incredible 100% organic skincare line. That's what I use from my head to my toes. You know, I've been using this for more than 3 years. I'm her research director. I am a doctor of pharmacy. I'm a background medical researcher, but everything she uses for her products are 100% organic. I also use her facial powder, which you could literally eat. It's made of cacao, you know, some stuff that we use in the kitchen, and some great, you know, wonderful, nurturing organic products. So reach out there or get in touch with me if you want to have that glowing complexion, that, you know, beautiful skin, your youthfulness to radiate, and you just nurture your skin and not cover imperfections like she would say, but you nurture and nourish them so that you can really, really authentically live life, loving your body, loving your skin, loving everything that forms a part of you in this world like I do. Fabulous. As I was saying, when you look at those goals, what goals did you set? Did you set them because they are in alignment with your purpose? I know I take this for granted, but a lot of people who do watch me, who do listen to me, whom I train, they don't even know what their purposes are. This is not where I'm talking to you today, but I'll do my best to do a session on purpose. I'm doing a lot of workshops on the ground. Maybe sometimes in my workshops, I'll just come live so you can benefit from some of my workshops. But sometimes it's because it's so engaging. We are talking, we are dividing. I'm doing a lot of one-to-one sessions as we're mentoring. That's just why I don't get a chance. And I know myself, when I stop live, it's never 1 second. I might say 5 minutes. Believe me, it's never going to be 5 minutes because it just flows out of me. You know, I'm really grateful to God. I'm meant to serve, and He just fills me with His wisdom, His words to bless you, to inspire you, to encourage you. And I end up staying about an hour plus. But I will do my best. I will do my best. You know, if you need me, then you let me know. Send me don't send me a message. I might not see it till after maybe 2 months. Don't send me a message. Contact us on any of our businesses, okay? My team will pick that up and all of that. If you send me a message here on Facebook, I might not see it. Honestly, I might not see it till after maybe 2 months. Yeah, I'm not even going to say I will commit to check it now. Absolutely. If you send me emails, you've got my email, I guarantee you I'll check it immediately and respond accordingly. So if you've set your goals in alignment with your purpose, you've not achieved them yet, come on, it's only 2 months gone. This is the 3rd month. This is March 2023. You still have a long way to go. I encourage you not to carry any regrets to this month. Don't come into this month with unforgiveness. It's a huge burden, beloved. Times are truly challenging. There are huge amount of mountains and hurdles in front of us that we're going to have to navigate through. We're going to have to climb up and down. So you do not want to come with additional baggage. Okay? The burden will be so heavy. Unforgiveness is a heavy burden. Whom are you holding in unforgiveness, beloved? The 1st of March 2024, as you listen to me, is your opportunity to let go. Let go. Forgiveness is for you. It heals you. Its healing power is incredible when experienced. It gives you great energy. It gives you the ability to be free. It gives you, the power to elevate beyond the levels of those who are hurting you or putting you down. You cannot be at the level of those who hurt you. When you forgive, you continue to elevate. You continue to get up to your true potential as a spiritual being created in the image of God. He is divine. We often hear people say forgiveness is divine. You are divinely created. So forgiveness is your nature. It's my nature. Think about it when we were children. How often did we forgive? At the click of, a finger, whatever is it, the blink of an eye, we forgave. Someone might hurt you, you're going to that same person for a hug. What has changed? That's who we are. That's who we've always been. We've come and taken on some, secular philosophies. We've come and build, things like I said, that's not really of our nature, which is why we struggle a lot, which is why you see some illnesses that have never existed in the past. A lot of mental health, related problems are existing now that never existed in the past. We are becoming so intolerable. We are becoming so unforgiving. We are getting back into the era of a tooth for a tooth, an eye for an eye. I hear people say, give your love to those who deserve it. Come on. It's like pour your rain to those who deserve it. No, the rain is not falling for you. It's falling to fulfill its purpose. I'm not loving because of you. I'm not loving for you. I'm loving because of who I am, because of my nature. All right? So if you are living your nature, the light is not shining because of you and me. So it says, I will shine on those who deserve me. No, it is living in its full potential. It is living its essence, what it is. That's the only purpose a light is created to fulfill, to shine. If you are created to love, you don't love, it's useless. It means like you've lived a life of no use. And that's what we say, useless. And the worst thing on planet Earth, like my wonderful mentor, Dr. Miles Monroe, would say, it's not dead. The greatest tragedy is not dead. It's better to die, haven't lived life fully, haven't lived your purpose just for a short while, for a few days, than to live without ever knowing why you are living, without ever living and fulfilling your purpose. In other words, shining if you are the light, loving if you are love, and just doing what you were called to do. It's worse to live life every day and never knowing that than to die, having lived your purpose. So I want you to think. I want you to ponder as you step into the next few years of your life. You must know who you are, beloved. You must know who you are. Every year I come and talk about this identity, about purpose, because identity births purpose. When I know my identity, in other words, I know my purpose. In fact, I can ask you, all of you watching me now, let's identify the parts of our body, okay? We're going to identify their purposes by simply setting them out, okay? I'm going to give you what they do. What part of our body can see? You're definitely going to tell me the eye. What's the purpose of an eye? Of course, there are other purposes. We cry, but I'm just giving the key purpose. What part of the body can breathe? What's the purpose of the nose? Is to breathe. So your identity defines your purpose. Purpose is the original intent for creation of anything. The original intent for which our noses were created are to breathe and not to speak. But as humans, we are beginning to change things. The original intent for which our eyes were created, the original intent is purpose for creation, manufacturing of something. The original intent for which this phone was created, to make calls, to do videos, to do this. And by making calls and doing videos with this phone, I'm not wowed. The phone is simply living to its full potential. The phone is simply fulfilling all the strengths, or what the manufacturer of the phone has embedded to it, has strengthened it with to be able to accomplish. So in other words, when you know who you are, your identity, you can tell your purpose, and you are not wowed by success. You don't compete. You don't feel like elevated because you are succeeding. It's the norm to succeed. It's the only reason you live, to fulfill your purpose, and success is the fulfillment of purpose. Success is becoming all that you and I were created to become. If the eyes are created to see, when they are successful, then they've seen to the fullest. They keep seeing and bringing light to this body. When the eye stops seeing, the eye has failed. The eyes are no longer successful. So it's paramount that you know who you are. Your identity is not some class. Your identity, I really need to do a topic, maybe for a whole month. What month am I going to choose? And just talk about identity. I've got my book, Unleash Your Authentic Identity. A powerful book, It's a guide, it's a manual. All my books are written, for transformational purposes. So they are done as manual. They give you the opportunity to reflect, ask yourself some deep questions, not just me feeding you with things. No, I want your mind to be transformed as you get knowledge of the truth, knowing, for example, that you are unique, you are amazing, you are powerful, you are a winner, you are a success and not a failure, because nothing God created is destined to fail. You are already created before you were actually born in your mom's womb with certain unique DNA and potential to become all that you were ever created. Before this orange ever became an orange fruit in its seed, it was already endowed with everything it needed to become an orange fruit. But of course, it needs to be sown in the right environment, which is why I said in my earlier post, it's paramount that in these months and the months forward, you surround yourself with the right support network. You surround yourself with the right people. There is no room for pessimism. There is absolutely no room. I will encourage you as much as possible to have zero tolerance for pessimism, for negativity. Yes, zero tolerance. Why you don't become, of course, positive people cannot be negative, okay? Because you can simply not give what you don't have. If someone has bitter water in them, they will keep pouring bitter water. As much as I detest or I don't like bitter water, I cannot pour out bitter water from my heart, from my soul, from within me. If I have only sweet water, I will only pour out from the abundance of what is filled or what is in me. Out of the abundance of the heart, I will speak what is within me. So as much as I have zero tolerance, I will keep blessing those who are negative. I will keep taking over. Positivity is a higher force and energy. Negativity has no power where there is positivity. The energy, the frequency is so high, and it annuls the lower frequency of negativity, which is why I was telling you that you cannot afford to step into March 2024 with unforgiveness. Unforgiveness is a really petty, low energy. It takes the strong, the powerful to forgive. But again, it's not even powerful. It's our nature to forgive, okay? So when you are actually working in that forgiving realm, you are amongst people who are unforgiving, you take over. Your frequency is so high. Your energy is so high. It's powerful. It's live. You take over. You annul their negativity and their unforgiving attitude while you are present. They might not even want to hang around you because you make them feel so uncomfortable. If a person who is negative cannot make you, of course, you may not want to hear the words, but it's paramount that you surround yourself with the right people. So I just want you to pause and ask yourself this question. What are you surrounded by every day of your life, or most of the time? If you look at the whole month of January, the whole month of February, who are the 5 key people, or even more, you spend a significant amount of your time with? Who are the 5 key people, that you spoke a lot to or with during the last 2 months? Did they bring value to your life? Do they actually do you add value to their lives as well? Do they have dreams and visions? Are they optimistic? Are they optimistic? Do they believe in themselves? Are they confident? Are they hopeful? Do they believe in you? Do they believe in your dreams? Do they support you to thrive and triumph? Or they want you to stay low? They want you to stay with them because they are lower and they are afraid when you move higher, you're going to leave them alone. Beloved, you can't afford to stay in that type of environment, okay? It's not like whatever. It is just simple. An orange seed will never flourish if it's sown on the ground and watered with petrol. It's absolutely. Like I said, there are some rules that govern, our living. There are some rules that govern our success. There are some rules that govern, purpose. Like this phone, if you put this phone in water, you will destroy its ability to function to its full potential. It will be damaged. No matter how great you are and you say, okay, I'm so optimistic, I use affirmations, I can manifest, you put this phone in water. The manufacturer of the phone did not create this phone to stay in water. You will damage it. Orange, the seed was never designed to be sown and nurtured with kerosene or with petrol or fuel. Absolutely. You and I were never designed and created to live among negative people, to constantly think negative thoughts. Absolutely no. They are like the petrol and toxins that will destroy us. We cannot thrive in toxicity. We cannot thrive in a poisonous environment. So it's just really knowing that knowledge is potential power. But when you apply it, you know these things, but you used to hang around with negative people because, yeah, they are my friends I grew up with. Yeah, they are my cousins. Yeah, they are my family. You can love your family and be the light to them. You're not obliged to hang around them. Okay? You're doing yourself a disservice. They're going to, choke your seed. They're going to choke your seed. They're going to choke your seed. And you never flourish in your full potential. You need to think about the people you speak with. When you speak with them, do you live energized? Do you live empowered? Do you live uplifted, believing you can conquer the world and achieve any dream you set to achieve? Or you live really down, disempowered, without energy, hopeless, feeling low and drained? That environment is not right for you. That environment is unhealthy for you. It doesn't matter what you think. Okay, healthy and unhealthy are not defined by you and I. There are consequences when we defy principles of life, the principles of health. We will see it made manifest in us living unhealthy lives, in us having diseases. In fact, disease, your body is not at ease because it's not actually flourishing. It's not sown or nurtured where it's supposed to be nurtured and nourished. It's actually discomfort. There is discomfort. There is disease because it was not actually created to function that way. So think about the environment. Or are you the negative one? You've got to make your decision. You've got to make, there is nothing is sexy about being negative. It's terrible. It's damaging, especially to the one who is negative. Of course, it's going to destroy those around you. But behold, think about it. Someone takes poison. The poison works within you. Words are life or death. Thoughts are life. They become our words. So if those thoughts are negative, they take roots. They are like roots. And you start nurturing your entire being, your words, your actions through those thoughts. That's why it says, as a man thinks, so he is. As a woman, as you think, as humans think, so they become. Because our thoughts are like roots. Our thoughts get so grounded. The more we think about something again and again, it's like we are fortifying the roots that will sustain us, our beliefs and the thoughts that we are thinking, so they can be translated into words, eventually into actions, habits, and then a lifestyle and destiny. So you should think about, the more you think about those negative thoughts, like I said, it's damaging. It's destroying you. Of course, it will have a negative impact in the environment. Imagine you go sow a seed that produces maybe petrol, a seed that produces, what is it? What was this thing that we have in cigarettes? I've just forgotten that. Nicotine, or, carbon monoxide. Of course, that tree, first of all, is all toxin, okay? But as it releases its carbon monoxide, those around it are going to breathe and they will be damaged. You can't keep hearing negativity and expect to thrive. Absolutely. As much as I'm super positive, I'm confident, put me with the most negative person on planet Earth, I excel, I prevail, I take over the space because I'm super positive. But honestly, I do not want to spend more than maybe 5 minutes. It's over. It's okay. It's not healthy. It's unhealthy. No matter how positive you are, it's unhealthy to be in a negative environment. It's unhealthy. It's like, no matter how much, you love orange, okay? I love orange. I want to take orange juice and whatever. All right. Some things are designed to function in a certain way. You might say, oh, I love to swear. Okay. I'm just saying that it's not a good thing. It's not as good as orange. I'm giving the negative in this case. You might be like, oh, it's the norm. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Fair enough. You and I are not called or placed on this earth to justify how we live our lives. No, the consequences are made evident. The consequences will justify that, on our behalf. Like I said, when we defy principles of nature, principles, the laws that govern our health and well-being and our success, the consequences will be made evident. So you cannot go to a petrol station and then say, for example, oh, I love orange a lot. I'm going to put orange juice in my car, not petrol. No, none of us love petrol. Okay, it's toxic. But that car needs petrol to fulfill petrol or fuel to fulfill its potential to drive fully. There are some certain basic things we need. And one of that is an optimistic mind. One of that is positivity, positive thought. It's not whether you like it or not. It's not whether you believe in it or not. I'm sorry, me believing in something does not change the truth about the thing, or not believing in the thing does not change anything. It's like you believing in God or not, all right, does not change God's existence. Absolutely, does not change God's majesty. Absolutely. You believing that I existed, someone like me, or knowing me, or even believing that someone like me existed or not, does not change my existence, okay? But the more we know about things that will benefit us, the more we can benefit from them. The more you knew about me, or if you get to know about me now, the more you can benefit from my teachings, my work, my mentorship, and all, my mentoring and all of that. As well as the more you know about God, the more you can benefit from his power, his protection, and everything. And for me, that's exactly what's happening in my life. So I'm just encouraging you, look at, believe me, beloved, there will be endless amount of hurdles along the way. There will be challenges. In this world, we are guaranteed again by our Creator. In this world, you have troubles, you have tribulations. There will be endless challenges. You've got to be of good cheer. You've got to be optimistic. You've got to be hopeful. You've got to be passionate about your dreams, your vision, and your life ahead. You will meet these hurdles. You've got what it takes to overcome them. They don't come to break you. They come to fortify you, build you, and shape your resilience and tenacity so you can keep going strong. You can keep refueling, re-energizing this vehicle, your physical body, your mind that needs to take you far so you may achieve your dreams and vision. So do not give up in the face of challenges. Absolutely. Seek help if you need to. Seek mentorship. And that's where the power of your network comes into play. If you're surrounded by optimistic people who believe in you, believe in your dreams, in the moment when you are stumbling, they'll be there to lift you up. They'll be there to shout and be your cheerleader. We believe in you. You can still do this. You can keep going. We'll help you. We believe in you. You can't give up. I saw this dream with you. I saw the vision you painted clearly. It is close. It is near. Don't give up. Don't quit. If you quit, then you've given all hope to win. As long as you don't quit, you know what? Success is guaranteed. As long as you stay in the race, you are guaranteed to succeed. Because you are destined to succeed. You are created to succeed. So I come to remind you, do not give up in the face of challenges. Like Nelson Mandela said, after climbing a great mountain, one only gets to realize there are many more mountains to climb. You get to the top of a mountain, you're like, whoa, I did it. You're celebrating your success. You turn around and see, not one, not two, not three, but maybe 10 other mountains. As you climb one at a time, there are many. And the higher you go, there are different challenges. Challenges meant for people at that altitude. So sometimes the challenges may seem great, but beloved, hold on to the vision you saw. Hold on to the dreams you saw. And a vision is simply an internalized mental picture of your purpose. And that's what I said before. If we are setting goals based on our vision, vision is your purpose, okay? So it's a mental image of what your purpose is. So you've seen in your mind that, for example, you were created to bring light to this body. You are the eyes to this body. And if you've seen that that's the reality, every single day you wake up, you thrive to see. You want to do nothing else but bring light to this body and see. You open your eyes, no matter how dirty it may be, you go wash it. How many times do stuff get into our eyes? Do we give up? No, we go clean it, we go wash it. We may cry sometimes it becomes even, a bit unwell. We are sick, we go to the optician, okay, we go to the ophthalmologist and all that to work on our eyes to actually enable it to fulfill its potential. So we might fix it, we may amend what has gone wrong, and all of that is exactly the same thing when your vision or your goals are in alignment with your vision, which is actually a reflection, an image of your definite purpose of living. So you cannot go wrong. If you did not see that vision, but you saw Dr. Sylvia's vision, you saw your neighbor's vision, believe me, beloved, it's not tangible. It's not grounded enough. It's not like it's not tangible. It's not grounded. It's not fortified. It's my vision. It's my purpose. You can see that you can get that experience. It can be solidified. It cannot ignite that passion, flame, fire, and desire within you. That vision that is generated by God has the power to ignite. And what does that passion does? What does that passion do? The passion fuels you. It gives you continuous fuel. It's like a car. No matter how great, how amazing, how powerful that car is, there is only so much at a certain time of petrol it can take. Yep, now we have electric cars, but you've got to charge it after a certain amount of mileage. That's just how we are designed. We are designed. And passion, imagine you are going on with additional fuel within you. You don't need to stop at a station to fuel, to refuel, because the fuel is already within you. The passion is already within you. It gives you additional fuel to keep going where others have come to a standstill, where others have stopped because they have no fuel or energy. Because they feel deflated, defeated, and depressed. You are energized and empowered. And it takes only vision to generate that passion. It also has the ability to generate a powerful conviction. Conviction is a strong, unshakable, unwavering belief. When you believe in something, you know that, it's like, we don't dispute. We don't dispute convictions. I'm not in any way to justify my conviction because it's internal. It is governed by my purpose, knowing who I am, what I'm called to do, and it's not your purpose, so you cannot see it. Vision is a mental image, remember. It's in the mind of the visionary. It's not in the mind of the friends, of the sibling, or, the partners. So they cannot see it. They cannot comprehend it. And that's why sometimes they may think that, it's unachievable. So you cannot afford to stay by people who don't believe in your dreams when you share with them in your visions. You must share. But most of those people, you know why? That's why I said I hang around with people who also believe in themselves and their own vision. Someone with no vision and passion actually is going without vision and passion. If they can't even see their own vision, how can you expect them to see yours, which is in your mind? So it's paramount that you hang around these people. You keep going, don't give up. Okay, develop discipline. We are in an era where so much distraction. We have so much distraction. I know huge amount of people. Some of my students, my mentees, they complain how they just fall from one place to the other. You must be disciplined. You must be disciplined. This year, for the first time during Christmas, I always rest for Christmas. It's always a moment for me to revive, replenish, restore, be connected to God, and just ask Him, Lord, just share with me what you want me to do this year. I can hear Him clearly, and I just come back refilled, re-energized, restored to serve. But this year, I did that. I still did that. But I took a lot more time than I've ever done in my life. Usually, I don't go and scroll people's things. I don't have that time. I'm coming here to add value. I'm gone. I may come back, of course, to check some of the comments sometimes. Sometimes, unfortunately, I don't check that often. But I don't have that time and luxury of time to scroll through people's stuff. For the first time in my life, since the existence, I might say, of social media, I took some time because, of course, I took time to rest. It was quite relaxing and calm. We didn't travel. We had some family come over. I took some time, and sometimes I'll just sit on my bed and just scroll through. And I realized, first, second day, I was scrolling through like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I'm like, hold on, Sylvia, what are you doing? You're just scrolling through stuff. Maybe it's music. Things that do not only... I love education. I love to read, but I go bespokely to what I want to read. I've got audio books. I choose exactly what books, all empowerment, building me, leadership, everything on self-development and all that to gain more knowledge. I don't just scroll on people's stuff. I don't just scroll even to listen to great videos sometimes, except people I've really known, I've worked with, and I know the content of their materials, and I know that their teaching is in alignment with my purpose as well and will serve me. Okay. So, but I realized that I was going like from 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I was like, hold on. And what did I start doing? I'm like, you can't make this become a habit. But I knew I was going to stop. I knew definitely it was just for the brief period. But it's incredible how we build habits. Excuse me. It takes a day, 2 days, 3 days. Scientific evidence have shown after 21 days, it effortlessly becomes a habit. And it's just building and building. And what I just started doing, I think after it was 2 weeks that we were just home calm. After 1 week, I said, okay, you know what I'm going to do now? Put a timer. I gave myself 15 minutes. 15 minutes is enough time. Scroll all what you want. See all what you want to see. 15 minutes, that alarm went off. You're gone. The first day I set my alarm, 15 minutes, I increased it for additional 5 minutes. You see, I was already getting a bit drawn to 45 minutes addiction. But the second day, I was just like, I know exactly what I want. So discipline is important. If you're struggling, yeah, I know you might turn off the alarm. Nobody is behind you to whip you, to punish you, but it's just discipline. Okay, you're accountable to yourself. You're accountable to yourself. Your success is your duty, it's your obligation, it's your responsibility. My success is my duty, obligation, and responsibility. I'm not accountable to you. You know, I don't owe it to you to be successful. I owe it to myself and to God to be successful. And so when we know that, we are bound to be disciplined. So maybe some of you may have to put timers. You may have to set alarms. You may have to maybe speak to someone if you've gotten to that stage where it's really terrible, an accountability partner. But now I know even couples, spouses, families will spend huge amount of time on gadgets. So there is none to support another. But you can reach out to someone. That's why I said the network, the people who surround yourselves with are very important. A mentor, a coach, whom you know is really living life fully, is disciplined, is fulfilling their purpose. Because of course our results will show. And you may reach out to them to support you. You know, maybe you have to give your gadget, maybe they have to call you, but you are not a child. You need to ultimately work on becoming independent, on becoming disciplined. It's called self-discipline. It's not someone disciplining you, no. You've got to do it alone. And through that practice, that action of maybe setting a timer, becoming aware, you are creating, you know, that conscious, you are becoming conscious about your attitude. And maybe for some of you, take a journal, start looking at your day. How you'll be amazed how much time you waste. You'll be amazed. I did that for a number of times as well. I was reading this incredible book from Rupa Patel, from CIA to CEO. Beautiful, beautiful. Of course, like a CIA, she's always used to taking data and all of that. So she was recommending that you take note of your every single activity during the day. You may put it in blocks of 15 minutes or blocks of 5. And you just say, what did I do from 9 to 9:15? Write it. You'll be amazed when you see the end of your day. You might not have achieved anything, but you realize that you've spent a significant, excuse me, I need to get some water, significant amount of your time doing things that bring no value to your life or add no value, you know, to other people's lives. Let me get some water. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Yeah, might, your health, well-being, and success. That's cheers unto you. Is it cheers? For a wonderful, successful, and blissful 2024 and the years ahead. So, I'm going to leave you shortly. As I was saying, you need to be disciplined. You need to be disciplined. The difference between a successful person, outstandingly successful person, and an ordinary or unsuccessful person is their discipline. It's not really got to do with work ethics. The discipline will determine how your work ethics is, what you choose to do with your day, with your time. I want you to take note. Put down a record. Get a book. Record your day every 15 minutes and see what you do on a day. You'll be amazed. Some of you will realize that maybe you spend 15 or 12 hours on social media. Maybe 2 hours talking on things that do not add any value to your life. Maybe 3 hours gossiping and doing stuff. Or what hours putting people down, nothing added, you know, that added value to your life. And in that way, once you're conscious, you can make effort, because discipline is intentional. Okay, it's about setting a reference point. So you must set a reference point. In other words, where do you want to be? The standard. And you can be able to measure, am I moving closer to that reference point or further away to that reference point? And when you are moving further away, you make adjustments to move in one direction, forward towards that reference point. When you are moving, you know, closer, you keep going, doing the things you're doing because you know that those things are right, correct, and they are leading you towards your reference point, towards your goal that you set for your life. So it's paramount for you to do that. And if you're not aware of what you do during the day, how can you be able to measure? How can you know whether you're moving closer to your goals, to what you set for yourself, or you're moving away from it? You need to be able to measure, and I encourage you, have a planner, have your goals written down, take note of your activities. I'm talking about activities because when we are not disciplined, we do a lot of activities. We are busy all day, yet we are not actually effective. Being busy does not mean I'm effective. I can be busy all day doing the things that are not in alignment with my purpose or are not adding any value. You might be busy all day visiting people, talking and just chatting, talking about people. And someone who is working, having meeting, empowering, coaching and mentoring is busy all day adding value, transforming life. And the truth is, when we add value to the life of others, we also add value to our life, because it's like you are actually serving, re-energized, revived. You're having that sense of fulfillment. You get more. It's like the more you use something, the more you use your talent, the more of it you have. If you take one seed, it took one seed to produce this orange. Okay, it didn't produce one orange. One seed produced an orange tree with so many oranges and ulterior orange fruits. So you must first serve. That one seed had to be nurtured, nourished, to grow, to produce an orange, to be able to have much more. So it can be able to reproduce much more and add more value to more people's lives. I wish you an incredibly blessed month of March. Oh my goodness, I forgot to talk about this. We have, if you're in Liverpool, you're around, two people have contacted me looking for hotels around. I'm going to get back to you. I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to you yet. We have our International Women's Day Symposium on the 16th of March 2024. It's going to be incredible at the Transformation Center, which is a new center in Bootle, Sefton. We will be doing some incredible transformative workshops. I'll be doing an incredible, as always, transformational talk. Our theme is, Count Her In, which is in alignment with the theme for the International Women's Day, fostering women empowerment, economic empowerment specifically. We've got 5 places, only 5 places for 5 exhibitors. I think 2 or 3 are already gone. That also includes us at table. We're not going to take so many exhibitions. We don't have so much space there to take a lot of exhibitions, as we'll be having workshops, we'll be having people taking part in the talks, in the keynotes. So I'll be delivering the keynotes, and we'll be having some workshops for you to unlock your inner GPS so you can thrive and succeed economically. And inner GPS is simply your gifts, your goals, your passion, your purpose, your strengths, and your skills. You have to uncover these. What are your greatest gifts? Your gifts are, like an orange seed did not work hard to become an orange seed. It was gifted. It was gifted. It was born. It was, what is it? You were born, your eyes. My eyes did not work so hard to be able to see. They were actually equipped with everything they need to see once I begin to grow and develop. My nose did not work hard. So I want you to look at your gifts. The workshop will be powerful. I will do a talk, a keynote talk, focus around that as well. And then once you've identified your gifts, you identify your passion. Passion is fuel, like I said. What makes successful people succeed? Their passion. Show me one successful person who is not passionate about life and what they are doing. The passion. The passion is fueled by purpose, which the P is purpose. Show me one successful person. I'm talking of success. I'm not talking about rich. You can be rich and unsuccessful. Who is not fulfilled, who does not love what they do, who does not live every single day after serving, after doing what they do with some deep inner fulfillment and satisfaction. Purpose ignites passion. It drives success. You cannot fail when you know your purpose. There is absolutely no failure. And we're going to talk about your strengths. They are the natural gifts that you didn't have to work. Of course, you fine-tune them so you become an expert, you become an authority in that field. It's like the eyes. While we take care of the eyes, we wash it, we clean it. We are not doing anything exceptional. We are just fine-tuning it. We are cleaning it and pruning it so you can see at its best. If your nose is blocked, for example, with catarrh and all of that, you need to blow it out. You need to clean it so it can be able to breathe in the best way that it was designed to breathe. It's exactly the same thing. We want you to identify those key strengths, rather than you focusing on your weaknesses or the things that you cannot do. Successful people focus a lot on their strengths. Their strengths become so magnified that their weaknesses become so diminished. I know I can't even, what's my greatest weakness even? My strengths are so much. They are so fortified. I keep enhancing them. I keep fine-tuning them that my weaknesses have become so minimal that people may think, oh, she has no weakness. Absolutely. We all have weaknesses. We all have weaknesses, but you cannot afford to focus on your weakness. But believe me, or not believe me, listen to me clearly. There are some weaknesses that will hold you and me back, that will inhibit us from fulfilling our greatest potential, that will inhibit us from thriving in our full potential, such as negativity. I've told you it's toxic, it's damaging, it defies the laws of success. Okay, it works contrary to the laws of success. You can't afford to be negative. You must work on that limitation, on that weakness. You can't afford to be a gossip. You must work on that weakness. You can't afford to be petty, speaking low to people, being negative, having limiting beliefs. You cannot afford. You cannot afford to be jealous. You cannot afford to be unforgiving. Those are things that you need to work on. Else they will hold you, they will entrap you, you remain enslaved, and you will never be able to thrive in your full potential. But I know that you are not that type of person. I know you are destined for greatness, and you definitely focus on your strengths. You will use your time effectively so you can shine and fulfill your purpose. So to a brilliant, successful, amazing, incredible March 2024, full of great possibilities and dreams. And I wish I'll see you on the 16th again at the Transformation Center, Liverpool, for a powerful International Women's Day Symposium. Join us. So many incredible stuff. We'll also be doing an open day. We have some incredible programs. Some are fully funded. If you're a woman, I want to invite you. I'm going to be doing some programs. It will be a 12-month program, 12 workshops, and 3 one-to-one bespoke sessions for each woman. Okay, that's just for 20 women and over a period of 12 weeks. 12 workshops, 3 coaching and mentoring sessions to build unwavering confidence. I'm talking of unshakable confidence. You don't lose your confidence when you get to the level where confidence is trust in yourself. You don't trust yourself based on what you have. People lose confidence because they are trusting things. And when they lose those things, they lose their confidence. Their confidence were in the things they had, were in the certificates, the accolades they had, in the home they had, in the marriage. It was never in themselves. If your confidence is in you, who you are, and maybe ultimately the one who created you, because you trust him and know that he never fails, then believe me, you cannot be unshakable. You cannot be shakeable. Your confidence is unshakable, no matter what. Come rain, sunshine, wind, thunder, your confidence is unshakable. That's the kind of confidence I have. I don't teach things I don't practice. It's unshakable. Whether I fail today or not, it doesn't change who I am. There are lessons to be learned. I don't even take them as failure. I take them as feedback. I want you to get to that stage where you develop that unwavering confidence. So I will be delivering these workshops. I will be delivering this training. And in fact, I'll get my book published because I've done this again and again in the past years. I will get a book published on developing unwavering confidence. I think it's time to share that book and the tools and strategies, resources with the world. But if you are in Liverpool, I want you to join. On the 16th, we'll be talking about these incredible programs we have. We're also having an incredible program for young people, which will be delivered by my daughter. She's incredible. She is just amazing, phenomenal. If you have your young girl, I think she has a program in April. I cannot remember what date, for young girls. Amazing. She had the first one. It was vision board, and they use her planner. She's got an incredible planner. It was just wonderful, young girls sitting and talking about visions, not about things and trends, not about people, not about boys, talking about their vision, their aspirations. It was just incredible, and setting goals. And after that workshop, you'll be amazed to know my daughter created a group, 50 days accountability. They had to be accountable to one another. Some of the goals they made on that day during her workshop that they had to achieve within that time frame. They are now working on doing that. Every morning they set their goals. Every evening, it's just incredible. My daughter, she's 17. They come and give feedback what you accomplish in the day, so they can measure. You can give track. You can realize it's like you want to lose weight, or you want to increase your weight. You don't weigh yourself. You don't measure yourself. How would you know if you are getting to where you want to be or you're going away? You need to. So they need to measure. They need to take steps, and they hold each other accountable, which is phenomenal. So my wonderful young daughter, she's doing some amazing programs for young women. And if you want your daughter to join, do get in touch with me. My children as well. If you're in Liverpool, this is in partnership with the Crosby Library. We always work in partnership with diverse libraries and schools, and will be attended by incredible schools around the Crosby sector, the Crosby area in Liverpool. We are working in partnership for World Book Day, which is the 7th of March, 2024, with my incredible children. I'm an author myself, but as a mom, you want to nurture and nourish your children to thrive. I often stay behind. In fact, when I go talking about them, I go to bookshops. Often I remove their books out first and give the bookshop, the owners and stuff like that. I talk about myself last. Sometimes I even forget to talk about my own books. Like the other day I went there, we are planning for some wonderful conference. This is a symposium for young people. We'll be having a creative journey conference. in the summer. So we are planning that for my children. And the librarian was amazed to hear that I'm an author myself. So immediately she planned something for me as well on a separate date. So we have this Young People Summit, which is on World Book Day. It is already established. I mean, it's not really for people of the public, but if you're there, you listen to me, you want to pop in, why not? The library is open to everyone, but we have specific schools that are coming and they'll be empowered by these incredible children. There is nothing as powerful as seeing someone like you, a young child like yourself, is an author. It's incredible. Peer mentoring, peer support, it's just incredible how much they've inspired young people. I've been doing this work like for years, going to school, speaking and inspiring young ones. But honestly, the impact my children have had on their young peers is incredible in such a short time. I think it's more than any impact I've had over the last 13 years, honestly, because the children just see themselves in them. When I go speak, maybe the children think when I grow up and become a doctor, if at all I become a doctor, then I will do this, that. But when they see my 8-year-old daughter, at 5, she was an author. Oh my goodness, then I can become an author too. I can do this. They see my daughter thriving, having a business. And I love it because most of our employees now have staff, trainees, volunteers are young people as well. We are doing everything possible to get young people to work with her rather than adults, because in that way they are inspired. They see their peer running a shop, having a business. It inspires them to spend their time wisely, not just hanging around with boys. My daughter doesn't have time for that. My son as well. They're either writing books, reading, unlocking their creativity, thinking of the next project. And when you move with people like this, you're also inspired and you thrive to be like them or even better. But actually you stay authentic to who you are. Again, like I said, whenever I stop in here, I just go for hours and hours. This is me. This is why I live. This is why I was called to live. You've been listening to the wonderful, inspirational, transformational, the one and only Dr. Sylvia Forchap Kambi, the most optimistic human you ever find on planet Earth. Super, super optimistic. Truly, truly compassionate, loving, kind. A power wife to an incredible power husband. A power mom to incredible 3 amazing children who are all authors of multiple books. An incredible friend, an incredible leader, servant, and humble. The founder and CEO of about 6 different companies, from Voice of Nations, Global Visionary Women Network. This work exclusively to empower young girls, women, and families, and the Global Visionary Women Network. Also, leaders, aspiring leaders from all walks of life, bring them together to educate, empower, the ordinary girl and woman into extraordinary citizens and leaders of purpose. Also, I own the company, Dr. Sylvia Kambi International, which is all on transformation, transforming minds one individual at a time, so you may unlock your true identity and life purpose and step out and live the life we are called to live. And I've also got Kambi Global Publishing, founded by my daughter and myself. My daughter is actually the bedrock behind this due to our publishing skills or whatever, writing books. We had to found the publishing company, initially exclusively for my children. Honestly, I have a lot to do. It wasn't my goal to start publishing books, but a lot of parents started approaching us and wanting us to do the same for them or to support their parents. So we have a publishing company. My husband and myself also have a real estate company. I'm saying over time, once we build our portfolio, I might start doing talks on that, but we are still building. We still have a long way to go, but any little does help. And what else? My husband, of course, local man designer. And the Taste Eye company, my daughter, her research director for organic skincare products. And if you want for sensitive skin, you want to have that natural glow, natural look, then you can check us out at Taste Eye, www.tasteeye.com. And again, other different companies. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I love you, an author of 7 books. Check out some of my books. One of my books on identity. You'll be highly blessed. I love you all and God bless you. And let me know if you want me to talk on any specific topic. Like I said, I will definitely be doing a lot on identity. A lot on identity. I'm going to resume my transformation podcast. A lot of people have been asking. I never really stop. Okay, I might take a break. But I never quit when I do something. Of course, there's some things that I do for a definite period. I'm like, I'm gonna do this, like during lockdown. I was doing the life work, workout sessions. It was for 125 days, then later weekly, and we transitioned into live gyms and all of that. But I know we still have a group there. Unfortunately, I don't have the time like to share stuff, share cooking. But I know all of these ladies and phenomenal gentlemen there are doing fabulous and living their best life ever, just doing their thing to thrive in their maximum health and potential. Lots of love. You've been listening to the wonderful inspirational Dr. Sylvia Forchak Bikambi, your transformation friend and dog. Join me on the 16th of March 2023 at the Transformation Center, Liverpool, for the International Women's Day Symposium, where you'll be transformed. You'll meet like-minded people, individuals, thought leaders, and change agents who will inspire and transform you to live your best life and become the person you were created to be. Lots of love and God bless you. Finally, I'm leaving this time.